Facing Waves is brought to you in part by U.S. Virgin Islands Tourism. Choose your own adventure in America's paradise. Made up of dozens of small and remote islands, and 3 major islands, St Croix, St John, and St Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands were under Danish rule until they were sold to the United States during the First World War. St Croix's Danish influence is still very apparent, and the charming historic towns of the island are perfect for visitors looking for a laid-back experience. On the northern end of St Croix, you'll find the Salt River Bay National Historical Park, a beautiful, historically rich, and ecologically valuable preserve. To explore the area, we hooked up with Caribbean Adventure Tours, the only kayak facility located within the boundaries of the park.
I want to welcome you guys to Salt River, St Croix National Historic and Ecological Preserve. First, we're going to start off looking at the mangroves here. These are a major part of the park, the ecology of the park. Also, I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the historical sites and stuff that we have inside the bay. We pretty much specialize in kayaking, kayak tours, ecological and historical kayak tours during the day, and we do a bioluminescent tour at night. During the day, a lot of it centers around the mangroves. They're primary in the ecology here. And then we go into history and talk a lot about Columbus, the Carib Indians, the Taino Indians. We paddle all around the bay to different historical sites and try to find wildlife, different things to check out. The mangrove system here, they have an aerial root system. They filter silt out from the runoff from the land. They catch it up in their roots. That's very important, especially to our reefs. So reefs are filter feeders. So all that pollution coming in, that silt would basically clog up their porous surface and they wouldn't be able to filter food out. And then you'll also see quite a bit of sea plants, actual plants growing on the root systems. You can actually pull one up here. Here's one of its roots. These root systems actually produce all types of B vitamins and nutrients and are key to lots of different life forms in the bay.
The kayaking was really cool because we went and paddled around these little coves, really learned about the history of this place where Christopher Columbus first came. The guy that we went with, Wade, he knew his stuff top to bottom as far as the history, the nature. In my own mind, I thought I knew some stuff about it, but really he knew his stuff more than I could. I mean, it was awesome.
There's some mangrove seeds right up here if you want to see some seed pods. Yeah, check it out. This is a mangrove seed pod. It's actually not really a pod. This right here is actually its first leaf set. It's essentially past its seedling stage already. And they'll fall into the water and they can either stab down to the bottom or they're neutrally buoyant and they can float for up to 2 years during that time developing their root system. This is I think it's the only national park on St Croix. It's known as Salt River Bay. It's a historic and ecological national park. So the mangroves are actually the main part of it that are protected. This bay in particular has just a lot of historical significance. The Carib Indians lived here, the Taino Indians live here. They both have burial grounds around the bay. And then right over here, this little beach area, that's actually a Carib village site, which was before the Caribs had it. The Taino Indians controlled it and started taking over the island from the Tainos. It took them about 100 years actually to assimilate the other tribe.
I think they see all different types of paddlers, whether it be a beginner or somebody that's been paddling a whole bunch. And I think the really cool thing about them is they really have everything that you need.
The kayaks were right by the dock, and whether you're a paddler or not, Wade was a great host and made sure that all of us were taken care of, whether we wanted a 2-person or 1-person kayak. I noticed he had some see-through kayaks too, which looked really interesting. I wish we could have stayed around for the bioluminescence tour.
It's a pretty calm area most of the time because we have this barrier reef that protects the bay. There's lots of shallow areas with seagrass. You can paddle through those. Sometimes you'll see golden spotted eagle rays, different stuff like that. We just try to provide a good experience for people, especially coming to St Croix. Check out our national park here.